Hello, it's 2021 LinkedIn Learning Champion Ariel Lomax. It's hard to stay organized in college, and guess what? It's even harder in graduate school. This year, I'm a LinkedIn Learning Champion for San Jose State University. The LinkedIn Learning Champions program is a great opportunity for students like you to learn about everything LinkedIn has to offer and help spread the word on your campus. It's a great opportunity to build career skills and network. You should check if your school provides access to LinkedIn Learning. If you go to SJSU, then you have access to LinkedIn Learning for free. There are lots of opportunities to build skills on LinkedIn Learning. Today, we will talk about productivity and time management. Here are 6 LinkedIn Learning courses I recommend to help students get organized. Time Management Fundamentals, Dave Crenshaw. After taking this course, the biggest change to my organizational method was considering my gathering point. A gathering point is any place where things that are unresolved come together. So, for example, a filing cabinet, a stack of papers, your planner, a folder, your floor, your bookshelf. Anywhere that you have unresolved items would be considered a gathering point. So here's some changes I made to my gathering points. I've emptied my former gathering spots and limited it to this physical inbox using this color box here. My time management style is an analyzer, which you'll find out more about later. So one thing is that I am allowed an extra gathering point. For my extra gathering point, I chose social media. Now, Dave Crenshaw has a wonderful suggestion of consolidating your social media. And since I'm so horrible at social media and keeping up and corresponding, I decided this would be a great idea and a way to work on engagement. So I'm using Hootsuite. It's free, it's easy to use, and I can see what I have up on my LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter at the same time. I also recommend Jupyter. The only reason I don't use Jupyter is because it is more business focused, but it is awesome, and the interface is even easier than Hootsuite in my opinion. This course has also changed the way I use my calendar. Here's what a typical calendar week looked like for me before on Google Calendar, and here's one after I took the course. So it seems like a lot, but this was great because doing this and putting everything on my schedule showed me why I was always feeling overbooked. And as I learned how to prioritize, you can see week after week, the calendar is filled with less and less stuff. Finding your time management style, Dave Crenshaw. There are many different types of time management styles, and this course will help you find out which ones fit you. So for me, I found that I'm a doer and an analyzer. As a doer, I prefer a schedule with a variety of tasks so I can check things off the list. I love checking things off the list so much, it brings me so much joy each day. As an analyzer, I need a schedule with few interruptions so that I can dive deeply into my research without any distractions. For doers, he recommends grouping small tasks together and scheduling a small task completion time. Every Monday at 2 p.m., I have quick task completion time. So as you see here, I have a lot of small tasks line up one after the other. The benefit of this for a doer is you get to check so many things off the list, and it makes you feel great and you feel accomplished. Building a better to-do list, Madecraft with Mike Vardy. The most life-changing thing I learned from this course was about using modes. And modes help you group your tasks together to grab your attention faster. A mode helps you group tasks together by categories. So, for example, you can group tasks by action, you can group tasks by the time it takes. But what I found to just change my life was using energy and focus as a gauge. So, organizing So, organizing tasks by those that require a lot of energy versus those that require a little energy. Let me show you. This is my master list. I use energy and focus as a mode. Green are things that require low energy and focus. Yellow require medium energy and focus, and red require high energy and focus. So I can use this to, for example, on a day when I don't have much energy, I can grab a bunch of green tasks from this sheet and still feel accomplished. This is my planner before, and this is my planner after the course. Time Management for Busy People, Madecraft with Samantha Bennett. The biggest lesson I learned from this course was to make sure my values are reflected in my to-do list. Now, I knew my values and I knew how to make goals from those core values, but I never used my core values to filter through my to-do list. This could have saved a lot of unnecessary, toiling, troublesome tasks from remaining on my to-do list. So you should think about your core values too. Just in case you're curious, here are my top 3 core values: authenticity, health, and this includes holistic well-being, and beauty. And what I mean by beauty is not like makeup and fashion, although I love makeup and fashion. What I mean is art. Art is so important in my life. It is everything. It is my driving force in my personal life and my career, and just everything beautiful, like nature and the beauty of nature and being surrounded by it. So I never really thought about my core values when I was making a to-do list. And after I did this, so I never really thought about my core values when I made my to-do lists every week. And now after this course, it has changed the way that I do things. I feel more focused, I feel more driven, and greatly, I feel coincidentally, I feel more authentic, which is one of my and coincidentally, my to-do list feels more authentic, which is one of my core values. Managing your calendar for peak productivity, Dave Crenshaw. Time management, working from home, Dave Crenshaw. One helpful thing I learned from this course is about long-term scheduling. In the course, they provide ways to long-term schedule for your projects and research papers, and they also talk about long-term scheduling for your travel time. For example, at the end of the year, I want to go on a trip to Japan. So I have put it in my calendar. If I go to December, here I have the last 2 or 3 weeks of the year, my Japan Nenmatsu Nenshi trip. Okay, so that time is blocked off. I can't schedule over it. And the great thing is, so we are in a pandemic right now, and there's a chance that this trip might not happen. So the great thing is that I have this time blocked off, and if I need to change my plans, I can change my plans. If I need to shorten it or cancel it, I can do that, but I have this blocked off so that nothing else can conflict with it. Next, I have a bonus honorable mention, but before I get to that, I wanted to talk to you about some challenges I had. So I'll be honest and let you know the challenges that I've had in changing my organizational lifestyle. So some things that I've had some trouble with are staying in my budgeted time. So whether you're working or going to school, you know that you have meetings and you have intense projects. And so it was really hard to stay in the time that I budgeted as my study time or my work time. But the one thing about all of these courses is that they take it into account that every day this doesn't work out. And there will be some days where you go outside the schedule, and there are ways to work around that in an organized manner. The next challenge that I had was getting better at email. I'm horrible at email, and I still am, but I'm getting there. And it's given me the tools to get better, but it's a work in progress. And finally, there are those days where it's just not working out. For whatever reason, you might be sick, or you just have brain fog, or you keep getting interruptions. There are those days where it's just not working out. But luckily, in these courses, I found some tips to work around that so I don't feel as bad. Lately, everyone's home because of the pandemic. Well, my graduate program is actually online, but now that there are so many extra noises back at home all day, I find it very hard to focus when I need to do intensive things like research or reading. So, one tip that I learned from this class that has blown me away and changed everything is to listen to a white noise generator on headphones. I use Calm and I like their nature soundscapes. I use usually something like the forest ambience or the city streets or the fireplace. And I use these sounds to drown out the outside noises, and it works so well, and I'm able to focus on my schoolwork. I highly recommend this. And now, time for our honorable mention. The Power of Lists to Get Stuff Done by Paula Rizzo. Now, I just started this course and I'm not done yet, and that's why it has an honorable mention, but I already have a great feeling about this course. If you are a doer like I am, make sure you take the Finding Your Time Management style course. If you're a doer, you will love this course. List, to do list. We are in heaven. So I know this is going to be a great course, but it's just an honorable mention because I did not finish it yet. College students have crazy responsibilities, and grad students have crazy responsibilities. I'm known as an extremely organized person, but lately getting involved in so many student groups, campus events, Zoom webinars in the era of the COVID pandemic, professional organizations, research papers, job hunting, portfolios, etc., I've been overbooked. These courses are awesome in that it helped me as an already organized person to transform my organizational style to a whole new level. I encourage anyone who's a student to try all these courses. Now, I only touched on one small thing in each course because I really feel like you will benefit most from all of the amazing things you will learn in the courses. So I hope you will check them out. And if you do, tell me about it in the comments. I'd love to hear. Good luck!